Alright everybody, today we're doing the top 10. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 saddest anime plagues of all time. At number 10, we got the Black Death. The plague, or the Black Death, was spread through Europe during the mid-1300s. It killed about 200 million people. And at number 9, we got the Black Death. The Black Death was carried to Europe on ships coming from Asia, or on the Silk Road, coming from Asia as well. It killed about 60% of Europe's population, and the last sign of the disease was in the 1800s, and is very curable of today's modern medicines. Coming in at number 8, we got the Black Death. There were 3 forms of the plague, and they could kill you from around 2 to 7 days. The first one, the infection of the lungs, you would die in 2 days. Boils near the armpit, you would die within 2 to 7 days. And attacked in the groin, where you get boils as well, would take 2 to 7 days. Coming in at number 7, we got the Black Death! So many people were dying that they had carts rolling through the streets of some towns to collect dead bodies. And at number 6, we got the Black Death. The first person to write about the causes of the Black Plague was the poet Giovanni Boccaccio from Italy, who named it bubo, which is why it's named the bubonic plague. Also, here's a picture of him. Coming at number 5, we got the Black Death. The plague spread so easily, you can get it from even being in the same room as somebody, or even as just touching their clothes. Also, you can go to bed completely healthy and be dead by the time you wake up. And number 4, we got the Black Death. It was referred to as the Black Plague because it would kill the skin and flesh in certain parts to dye and turn black. Also, it would create huge zits called buboes, which would spread around the groin, neck, and armpit, and oozes pus and blood when opened, and were the size of sometimes apples. Number 3, Black Death. It was spread by a bacteria called Yersinia pestis, discovered by French biologist Alexander Yersin, discovered this germ at the end of the 19th century, which ended all the disease. And here, at number 2, we got the Black Death. Here's a fun fact: if the bubo was popped, you had a chance of living. If not, you would die. Description of a bubo is an inflated token of approaching death, and if you had one, people would stay away from you. And before we get to number 1, we have some honorable mentions here. The flu is kind of like the plague in the fact that it makes you sick, but the flu hasn't been able to kill you recently because of modern medicine. Thank God for modern medicine. And finally, for our number 1 slot, you guessed it, we have Black Death. The Black Plague has taken most lives out of any disease and was a terrible part in European history. Thanks, Asia. Thanks for listening, and this will conclude the top 10.